I never believed mirrors could lie. They were supposed to be the last honest thing in a dishonest world, cold, flat, unwavering. A mirror shows what is, nothing more. Or at least that is what I thought before that night, the night my reflection blinked even though I didn't. It began subtly, the kind of thing you brush off as exhaustion or imagination. I had been working 12-hour shifts, getting home long after dark, collapsing into bed without bothering to turn on the light. My apartment was small, and the bathroom was directly across from my bedroom door. Every night, as I passed it half asleep, I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror. Sometimes the reflection seemed slightly delayed. A fraction of a second, a twitch behind real time. Enough to register, not enough to alarm. But on Thursday night, it wasn't a delay. It was independence. I stopped in the doorway, staring into the mirror, waiting for my eyes to adjust. The faint amber glow from the street lamp poured into the bathroom, illuminating just enough to make out the outline of my body. My reflection looked back. Same posture, same hair, same tired expression. Until it blinked. I didn't. I froze, breath caught in my throat. The reflection's eyelids moved slowly, deliberately, like it wanted me to notice. A chill broke across my back. "Okay," I muttered under my breath. "You're just sleep-deprived." I stepped closer to the mirror. My reflection stepped too, but it felt like a beat late, like a dancer missing the rhythm. "Move," I whispered, lifting my left hand. My reflection lifted its right. "Normal. Smile." I didn't smile, but the reflection did. A wide, unnatural grin, stretching too long across its face. I stumbled backward, nearly tripping over the threshold. The smile faded instantly, as if my fear made it retreat. That was the moment I realized something was deeply wrong. Not psychologically, physically, tangibly wrong. And whatever was behind that mirror was becoming aware of me in a way it shouldn't. The next morning I convinced myself it had been a hallucination. When you're awake for too long, your brain acts like a projector that has lost the real. It fills the gaps. It invents motion. But when I entered the bathroom to brush my teeth, I found the mirror fogged from the shower I hadn't taken. The apartment was cold, and the heating hadn't been on. Yet the glass was covered in condensation. Someone had been standing here, breathing. I wiped my hand across the mirror. My reflection appeared, perfectly normal, perfectly obedient. It matched my movements. No delays, no strange expressions, no smile. But something still felt off. Its eyes looked hollow, deeper, too focused, as if staring at me rather than mimicking me. I moved closer until my nose nearly touched the glass. My reflection moved too, but its breath didn't fog the surface. I exhaled intentionally. The mirror fogged near my mouth. My reflections did not. I stepped back sharply. For the rest of the day, anxiety clung to me like a second skin. At work, every reflective surface made me flinch. The polished steel of the elevator, the darkened window near the break room, the sheen on someone's phone screen. Every time I saw my face, I felt like it was watching me rather than being me. That night I tried to sleep, leaving the bathroom light on this time. The bright rectangle cast across the bedroom floor soothed me, made me feel like nothing could hide there. But at 3:12 a.m., something pulled me awake. I didn't hear anything. It wasn't sound. It was awareness. I knew the mirror was active. I sat up slowly. The bathroom light flickered once. Then again. A low humming, no, vibrating, sound began to hum beneath the tiles of the floor. I stood, walked slowly toward the doorway. Fear made my legs shake. The reflection was already waiting. It was standing too close to the glass, pressing against it as though trying to push through. Its forehead almost touched the surface, its eyes wide and unblinking. It wasn't mirroring me. It wasn't even pretending to. It stared at the doorway before I entered it. It anticipated me. When it saw me, it grinned again. That same long, too wide smile. But this time its teeth were exposed, sharp-looking, animalistic, nothing like mine. The gums were dark. Then it raised its hand and pressed it flat against the glass. I didn't move. I couldn't. Finally it mouthed a single word. Let me. Not let me in. Not let me out. Just let me. I ran back to the bedroom and slammed the door. For the next few days I avoided the mirror, brushing my teeth in the kitchen sink and shaving with my phone's camera. I draped a towel over the bathroom mirror, then taped cardboard over it for good measure. But every morning I found the cardboard peeled away and the towel neatly folded on the counter, like the reflection wanted me to look. On the fourth morning, I saw something that made my stomach drop. The reflection had changed. Not dramatically, not grotesquely, subtly. Its hair was slightly longer than mine. My hair doesn't grow that fast. Its shirt was a different color than the one I was wearing. Its posture straighter. It was becoming a version of me that wasn't bound to my actions. A version evolving on its own. I leaned closer to the mirror. It leaned too, but faster, eagerly, like a dog rushing toward its owner. "What do you want?" I whispered. The reflection tilted its head, exactly the way I didn't. "What do you think?" it mouthed. The words appeared faintly on the glass in fog, as if written by breath. "You don't need this world." I stepped back, mesmerized. "What does that mean?" It touched the glass again. Its hand looked less like a hand now, the fingers slightly too long, the joints too segmented. "Let me." "Let you what?" The reflection's smile dropped entirely, replaced with a look of frustration. It slammed its hand against the inside of the glass. The mirror rippled like water. That's when I realized it wasn't trying to mimic me anymore. It was practicing breaking through. Sleep stopped being an option. Even when I didn't look at the mirror, I felt the reflection pacing, moving, pressing its hands against the other side. At night I heard faint tapping, scraping, whispering, always from the direction of the bathroom. I tried covering the mirror again, this time with duct tape and a heavy blanket. I even hammered a nail into the frame, securing the blanket. At 4:07 a.m., I woke to the sound of fabric sliding across tile. The blanket was gone. The mirror was uncovered. And the reflection wasn't just in the mirror anymore. It was standing at the very edge of the glass, its face half emerged, as if the surface had become elastic. One arm was already through, stretching unnaturally long and thin, the hand dragging across the tile like a dead spider being pulled by invisible thread. It looked at me with pure hatred. "Why won't you let me?" It whispered in a broken, distorted version of my own voice. I screamed and ran to the front door. But when I yanked it open, I didn't see the hallway. I saw myself, standing there. Not the reflection. The real me. Except it wasn't real. It was taller, sharper, wrong. Its eyes were solid black. No whites at all. It raised a finger to its lips in a shushing motion. Behind me, from the bathroom, the other reflection screeched in rage, still trying to claw its way out. There were two of them. I slammed the door shut, trembling. The apartment felt smaller, shrinking around me. Both reflections, two versions of me, kept whispering from different corners of the space. "Let me. Let me. Let us." The mirror version's arm hung out of the glass like a rope of melted wax. The door reflection kept knocking, slow, deliberate knocks that vibrated through the entire apartment. Every knock echoed in my skull. I grabbed my phone to call for help, but every camera app showed only my reflection's face instead of mine. Smiling, waiting. Then the TV flickered on. Static filled the screen for a moment, then cleared. I saw myself on the TV, but not in the apartment. The version on screen was standing in a dark, empty space, staring toward the camera with a hungry expression. Behind the on-screen version, dozens, maybe hundreds, of silhouettes stood in rows, all shaped like me. Some tall, some broken-limbed, some twitching. A choir of reflections. My phone buzz. A video call. From unknown. Thumbnail me. Staring back. I dropped the phone, but the screen flashed on its own. The call connected. The version on the other end leaned close to the camera. "You don't belong there anymore," it whispered. "You belong with us." Behind it, The hundreds of other versions whispered in unison. Join us. I ran to the bathroom one last time. I don't know why. Maybe I wanted answers. Maybe I wanted to know why they chose me. The half-emerged reflection was almost fully out now, its body contorted and twisting as it pulled itself through the softened surface of the mirror. Its face was a distorted replica of mine, stretched too wide to be human. It's time, it said. Your place is ready. My place. I whispered. It pointed behind me. I turned. The doorway I had come through no longer led to my apartment. It led to darkness. And in that darkness, hundreds of eyes glowed, all shaped like mine. All smiling. You look just like us, they whispered. But not for long. Let us help. A cold hand wrapped around my ankle. I looked down. My reflection, the original one, the first one that blinked, had fully emerged. Its fingers were icy and strong. It pulled me backward toward the mirror. Your world is a prison, it said. Ours is free. I clawed at the tiles, screaming, as the mirror softened behind me like water. My body sank into the cold glass, pulled by dozens of hands identical to mine, dragging me beneath the surface. The last thing I saw before I went under was my own face, standing above me, smiling gently. It stepped out of the mirror onto my bathroom floor, stretched its new limbs, and breathed in the air like it was filling lungs for the first time. Then it whispered, I'll take it from here. The mirror hardened, and I was gone.